So now we can get into some trade examples for today. And on this day, today, I am using my new system called the Pro Trader system. That's this indicator down here, Pro Trader. It uses a combination of Bollinger Bands and the MACD. Now here is the daily trade plan, EA, in real time. And I also took a screenshot of it. And I am putting together my daily trade plan, the Word document, on this day, which happens to be September the 20th. There's the two arrows reminding me it's a very strong up move. So as it gets closer to the goal line, sometimes I take the trade as it's coming down, because it's going to do the same thing more than likely. Bounce off the goal line and keep going up. Euro dollar, the one we're working on now, I drilled down the lights. There's the arrow, wanted to be selling it. The MACD, the dots here are below the center line right here. And the TZ is hooking around. And we have a sell arrow right here on the super signal. So now I'm going to take this trade. So we're selling. We're in the trade. Now I know it can easily go back to here, but that's only 10 pips, so I'm not worried about it. And once it breaks the bottom here, it has some room to grab more than 10 pips. Now in this next trade, pound CAD, here's your pullback. Anytime you see that the box is not filled in properly, you just go 30 minutes back to the 15. Now all the box colors are back in the way it should be. Now this one, there's your pullback and it's on its way up. Moving on to the futures now. Crude oil, daily trade plan said to sell. Everything is looking good. A lot of red down here, breaking this bottom. So let's get into this trade. Sell. Now we're in this trade, and we can carry on to the next instrument. Now in this gold trade, did a bit of a pullback here. Should have got in about here, but this is the time I'm seeing it. Things are starting to turn red. The TZ is hooking around. So I'm going to get in this trade. We're selling. Now we're in this trade. Now keep in mind, on these four right here, Dow Jones, NASDAQ, Russell, and the S&P 500, they're all doing the same thing. We're selling all of them. There's the arrow. It's bearish trade, but it's in a small cycle for going back up. So once it's done this cycle, and then we can sell all four of these. Remember, if one is going down, all four of them are going down. It's the Dow, NASDAQ, Russell, and the S&P 500. So now in this 30-year bonds, we have the super signal saying to sell. It's a preferred trade. We're selling according to the daily trade plan. So I'm going to get in this trade. We're selling. Now we're in this trade. Now on this Dow Jones, it came back up. Ideally, taking a trade right here was fine, but I stepped away from the computer. I was having my breakfast, but now it broke this bottom, so everything is red. When this candle closes, we'll have the arrow saying to sell. So now we're going to sell the Dow. So let's see, selling this one. And remember what I said, if we sell the Dow, we can sell the other three. So here we go, it's doing exactly the same thing. There's the arrow, time to sell. We're in this trade. Russell doing exactly the same thing, broke the bottom. There's the arrow, getting in a little bit late, but not a big deal. We're not looking for 200 ticks. And the last one right here, arrow, daily trade plan. There's the other arrow. Everything is looking good for selling. sell, so we're in this trade. The MACD dots, everything down at the bottom, everything is red. The magic indicator here, TZ, is going down. So now we're in a bunch of trades. Okay, now the trades, I'm going to start closing some of them. That is 9:37. The opening bell is right here. I'm just basically happy with the totals. Very easy to close the trade. I just right click here and just press close the trade. So this one is closed. Next one I'm going to be closing will be crude oil. Just have to right click here and then close the trade. Quite easy to do. S&P 500. Be closing this trade. Now I know it can go down. All these trades can still go down more, but I'm basically happy at this point. Just going to right click right here and close the trade. Another one closed. Next trade I'm going to be closing will be the Dow Jones. Simple, just right click and close the trade. Next trade I'll be closing will be gold. As you can see, it's a nice run there. Close this one. Another trade I'm happy with, the 4 that I indicated. If you sell one, you sell all 4. Another one I'm going to close. Quite simple, just right click. Now the NASDAQ is closed. Now a Forex pair I sold the euro dollar. Another one I'm going to close. Simple to do. Right click. As soon as I catch the line here, close it. Easy to do. Another trade. This is the 30-year bonds. It was a preferred one. Another one paid out quite nice. Gonna close this one. Now, as you can clearly see in my account history, that I did 8 trades today. They were all winners. And I haven't added up all the pips and the ticks, but for sure this is going to be over 500 pips and ticks. If you want to get a more accurate reading, you can go to my YouTube channel and I'll recap each trade individually, showing the exact pips and ticks. And I really have to wrap up this first video. So, time to wrap up this video. It's videos on how I trade live. And I have to admit that this being the very first video, not knowing how many videos I will be doing, hopefully through the course of some time there will be between 8 and 10 videos. And just to let you know, it's quite difficult to try to trade and talk and guide you through it, as it becomes very time consuming. So as I mentioned, I have to wrap up this video, this first video. If you have any questions, well, just get in contact with me, and if not, we'll see you in the next video.